to that, what is the Coast Guard's plan moving forward with the RORE missions? Will it still be the same and use the Oneida May style vessels or use a new resupply ship entirely that is more durable? Many local defense watchers are wondering why we cannot use more durable civilian ships with metal hulls.
Well, first of all, the resupply operation is an Armed Forces of the Philippines mission. This is not a Philippine Coast Guard mission. Our role in the supply mission is only to provide security escort dito sa ating supply boat na gagamitin ng Armed Forces of the Philippines. It's not for the Philippine Coast Guard to decide anong uri ng barko ang gagamitin dito. Whether it's a wooden hull or a metal hull, it's for the Armed Forces of the Philippines to decide. So we would respect kung ano man ang type of chartered boat na gagamitin nila dito. The Philippine Coast Guard will still be having the same level of commitment na siguraduhin na we're going to provide security escort and support the charter boat to reach its destination in BRP Sierra Madre.
Besides the Teresa Magbanwa class MRRV, does the PCG plan to acquire a larger patrol vessel that is more than 100 meters?
Well, the Teresa Magbanwa class are 97 meters ang haba. If the question is, do we still intend to acquire more 97-meter vessel? Last November, the President has already approved the NEDA resolution for the acquisition of 5 more 97-meter vessels. For the Philippine Coast Guard to have much more larger vessels kung saan we can be able to prolong our patrols in different parts of the country.
Gaano po ba katotoo, sir, na kasi marami pong nagsasabi na kaya gano'n na lamang nila protektahan po itong West Philippine Sea dahil may angkin yaman daw po ito?
Well, the West Philippine Sea is not just limited to the oil deposits. Ang mga kababayan natin mga isda can attest, no? Ito ay maraming yamang dagat, lalo na sa fisheries, not just the oil reserve. Ito ang dahilan kung bakit sinasabi ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, our West Philippine Sea is not just about our fight for exclusive economic zone or territorial issue. Ang issue natin sa West Philippine Sea, naka-anchor din dito ang food security natin, no, bilang Pilipino. Maraming pangisdaan na huli na pinapakinabangan natin dito sa Luzon ay nanggaling sa West Philippine Sea. Secondly, is yung energy security. Alam naman natin, paulit-ulit na rin binanggit ito ni Associate Justice Antonio Carpio na it's about time that we need to have another oil exploration na magiging successful dahil it's just a matter of time, no? Na madideplete na ang Malampaya oil field na siya namang pangunahing sumusuporta ng kailangan natin sa elektrisidad. So these are the two primary resources na kailangan natin dito. But then again, hindi lang ito nating pinapaglaban dahil dito sa yaman na to. Ipinaglalaban natin ito dahil ito ay talagang para sa Pilipino, supported by the United Nations Convention of the Law of the Sea, kung saan sinasabi, from your coastline, extended 200 nautical miles, will be your exclusive economic zone, at ang coastal state na may na napapaloob dito ay merong sovereign rights to exploit and explore these resources para sa kanyang bayan. So ito ang isang pinakapangunahing dahilan natin dito. It's about our fight for our sovereign rights to say na itong yaman ito ay para sa Pilipino.
Yung joint exercises natin with America and with other countries, how is it affecting yung pagdating po sa ating capability and sa moral na rin po ng ating mga troops?
Well, for the Armed Forces of the Philippines and even the Philippine Coast Guard, ang mga ganitong engagement natin with foreign countries is a clear indication na more countries are standing up against China, that more countries are supporting our efforts to assert our position in the West Philippine Sea. The mere fact na hindi lang Estados Unidos, hindi lang Australia or even Japan ang nagbibigay ng statement to criticize and condemn Chinese aggressive action. Mas nakakataba ito ng puso para sa Armed Forces sa Philippines and sa Philippine Coast Guard. Secondly, itong mga exercises na to allows our military and Coast Guard to coordinate and to have a much more smooth, harmonized relationship with their counterparts, particularly the US Navy and among other countries na magjo-join dito sa Balikatan.
In terms po sa mga ships po natin, ano po ba ang mga kailangan po natin and gano'n po karami para po ma-defend po natin ang buong buo yung po ating archipelago?
Well, right now, ang Philippine Coast Guard ay meron lamang 2 97-meter vessel. Kumbaga, ito yung pinakamalalaking barko natin. Ang isa dito, ito yung Magbanwa class. Ang isa dito ay nandito sa Manila, yung isa nasa Palawan. So, we need more of those kasi itong mga 97-meter na to would be able to prolong our presence in the West Philippine Sea or even in any other maritime areas. So, besides from the vessels, no, we're also hoping that the Philippine government in the next coming years will support also the acquisition of aircraft for the Philippine Coast Guard. Ngayon po, ang Coast Guard ay meron lamang 2 helicopter para sa buong Pilipinas na yan. At meron lang din tayong 2 Islander fixed wing para sa buong Pilipinas na rin. So, ang Coast Guard, our mandate is not just in the West Philippine Sea. Kung matatandaan nyo, kapag may oil spill, mandate ng Coast Guard. Kapag may bagyo, para maghanap ng nawalang maring isda, problema din ng Coast Guard. Kapag may law enforcement issues like counter-terrorism, smuggling, function din ng Coast Guard. Hindi lamang West Philippine Sea ang binabantayan natin dito. Ibig sabihin, we need more vessels, we need more aircraft, and most importantly, kailangan namin ng port facility. Alam nyo ba na kahit napakamahal ng mga bangko ng Philippine Coast Guard, para yung ano yun, ang Philippine government bumili ng mga mamahaling sasakyan, pero walang parking. Kasi ang Coast Guard vessels do not have port facilities. Nakikiparke lang kami sa mga PPA, no? Port facilities. At sa mga palad, kapag may instances na yung parking space ng barko natin ay kailangan ng mga commercial vessel, ay ang Coast Guard papaalisin para i-accommodate yung commercial vessel. But of course, you cannot blame the PPA because that's their mandate, no? For them to get rental fees, no? Or wharfage fees para masustain ang effort natin economically. So, besides from the Coast Guard vessels, the Coast Guard aircraft, it is important for the Philippine Coast Guard to have Coast Guard port facilities
Across the country.
across the country to house our Coast Guard vessels.